right, so here he is representing New Zealand and, of course, Nigeria. Enter the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. We've certainly enjoyed our time getting to know this young man in our fighter meetings. He has a high fight IQ. He's a thinking man's fighter, and obviously the physical skills jump off the film every time you watch.
Yeah, he's got it all. I mean, the guy has it all. And as you watch him walk to the octagon, he has a confidence in the air about him that many don't possess. He has always known he would become a champion of the world. He proved that he can do it. Now it's time to show whether or not he can do it again. Sometimes getting back is harder than getting there the first time. Let's see what Israel Adesanya can do to try to become the middleweight champion.
And certainly the discipline, the motivation, all that stuff is still there. And there was a definite intensity to him here during fight week. We'll see if he can channel that into the desired result tonight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready?
All right, here we go. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. I don't have to tell much of this fan base, Daniel, that in kickboxing, Pereira has 2 head-to-head wins over Adesanya, one of them coming via left hook back in Sao Paulo in 2017. Adesanya doesn't want to hear any of that noise tonight.
He does not. And Pereira was able to knock him out in the second fight. But Adesanya had his moments. How does that all relate to fighting in 4-ounce gloves? This is the highest level of kickboxing.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Adesanya. Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Oh, he's got him hurt badly now. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
He's hurt bad.
Israel Adesanya's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Oh, beautiful switch kick lands. That's right over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change, make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
You have to fight back.
That is it! Alex Pereira has done it again!
What a performance!
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
All right, so indeed it is Alex Pereira by TKO, and you're playing with fire if you're going to stand and trade with this man, and his opponent obviously paid the ultimate price tonight.
It's just not smart. I mean, the guy's phenomenal. He's a great kickboxer. If he gets you hurt, he also has a unique ability to find the kill shot to put you out.
All right, well, you can argue in terms of prospects coming up in this division, this man is as well-rounded as any fighter in the weight class. Tonight believes he'll have the striking advantage, but not afraid to grapple if the fight goes to the ground as well.
Well, when you possess that type of skill, when you have all the abilities, you're not afraid of where the fight goes. This man believes that he's just better, and he has proven that every time he stepped into the octagon. He is well-rounded, and many say it, but this kid is well-rounded, and he has shown it in his octagon appearance.
Yeah, comes from a great camp, gets a lot of different looks, and health is wealth. When he's been healthy, he's looked like one of the best fighters in this division. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vittori! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vittori!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, well, a lot of superlatives coming the way of the Italian Dream, Marvin Vittori. He still has yet to break through and become the first UFC champion from Italy, but a lot of people feel like he can sustain and eventually get there. His cardiovascular base as good as any middleweight in the division. Outstanding ground game, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Very good, durable on the feet. And he believes, as humbly as he could say it, his opponent does not have a single advantage in this particular matchup here tonight. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. I might let you kick the inside of my leg after the show.
No.
See how that feels.
You don't want that, J.A. You do not want that. No one wants that. Even trained professional fighters can't take too many of those strikes.
Actually, he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on the long gas.
Oh! Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
I love that. I love when a guy throws a kick with that much power.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit. Beautiful level change leads to the takedown.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Making all these shots count.
Oh, into the mount. Oh, he got to the spot.
45 seconds remain in the round. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice job by him there to move it at half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
5 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out to the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward.
He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
All right, here we go with round 2. Nice block and the follow-up counter with a jab.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Back and forth we go. Well, you can just see he is oozing with confidence, and not overconfidence, but a big knockdown in round 1, likely the source of that confidence.
When everything is going great, you tend to feel like you can walk through a wall. He doesn't need to walk through a wall. He needs to continue to find the right avenues to land those shots.
Big power shot there. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. Beautiful kick.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You got to address this now because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not going to let you off the hook. You've got to move. You've got to change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He's taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Oh, nice straight left. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, is he opened up now? Nasty cut on the bridge of the nose. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again. Beautiful punch lands there.
30 seconds in the round. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised. DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of
almost landed massive shots. He's got to try to finish here.
Oh, Oh, big left hook there.
Oh, my goodness.
Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Vittori's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, this is a shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh! Good job there, Keith. Oh!
There it is again. Look at that.
Oh! Oh! Back to his feet. Oh, that lead left will work. That one appeared to stun him. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different.
Big shots landed by him now. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper.
You feel...
Oh! Back to the feet now. Oh, he blocked that one. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be up.
I mean, the fight...
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
All right, let's get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 55 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Marvin the Italian Dream, the
So who's next, he says, as he celebrates in the corner.